Well, quite a chilly Saturday. Then it's only going to get colder, and definitely had a little more sunshine than I was expecting today. We still had that cloud buildup as we got toward the afternoon. Actually, some flurries over the east end. Actually, I could see some echoes that actually occurred over the east end. There were actually some snow showers, ocean effect. It's just due to the instability in the air and the difference between the warm water and the cold air. Looking at our high and low for Islip today, a high of 41 and a low of 27, 7 degrees below normal for the day today. And what we got out there, mid 30s. It's pretty chilly out there. Actually, colder than that. Is that 30? That's 30 degrees. 30 degrees at Islip, so down to 30. The dew point's down to 16. West wind at 16, gusting. So a little bit breezy out there. A little bit, nothing too crazy, but looking at the skies, you'll see that we did have clear skies until like we got toward the noon, and then we started having some pop-up clouds right around the noon hour, and then actually got cloudy at Islip. So pretty chilly day today, all in all, across the area. Wow, it's even colder than that in New Jersey. The winds are getting a little lighter tonight, so it looks like we're seeing that radiational cooling. Miller Air Park is down to 21 with that dew point of 14. I think they're going to get down to the teens tonight in the Pine Barrens tonight. Just a light southwest wind at 5 miles an hour being reported there. And they had more sunshine there today than we did. 32 at West Hampton, so they have not seen the radiational cooling yet. I'm kind of curious if any of those flurries made it out toward Montauk Airport. Let's see if they actually reported anything out there. Doesn't look like they have any reports of any flurry activity, but if we look at the radar, you'll see that there was, well, now it's not so much, but earlier on, if we do the radar rewind, just to show you the radar, and we'll go back a little bit, 8 o'clock, you'll see that there were some very light snow being reported out over the east end. Probably ocean effect snow. And we did have, looking at the satellite here, we'll go to the MODIS satellite, you'll see this is what it looked like in the early part of the day. We were mostly sunny. But it was obvious that we were going to have that cloud buildup. You start seeing it over here. This is, as we get toward the afternoon, you see some cloud buildup over Long Island, though not too much over New Jersey. And I don't think these go that far toward the afternoon. But you can see definitely some cloud buildup as we got closer to the afternoon over certain areas. But still, more sunshine than I was expecting. Unfortunately, I didn't get to the Pine Barrens today. But hopefully I'll get there soon. So yeah, I'll show you what the sky was like today. And as we got toward the sunset, you can actually see some of these snow showers actually here. This is quite pretty, a snow shower looking to the north, toward the north shore there, a snow shower. And then toward after sunset, you can see the sunset, a little bit of this low-level moisture that was in the air today. That's why we had the cloud. That's why I was saying we were going to have these clouds pop up. It wasn't completely a deep blue sky day. It was a little bit of a milkiness in the sky because of that, I think. And then towards sunset, you can see the ocean. Look at all those clouds out over the ocean there, looking toward the south shore there. Quite pretty, actually. And then tonight we've had mostly clear skies for the most part. The clouds have pretty much gone away. You can still see a little bit of that milkiness, though, in the sky, even at night, to some extent. Here's another photo I took this evening here. Yeah, definitely seeing a little bit of it. And Christmas lights, yeah, they're out. This was in Garden City. So definitely that time of the year to look at the Christmas lights. And this is, again, a look at the sky. And you can see all the stars out there tonight, so not many clouds out tonight at all. Pretty much it was a nice, kind of took some pictures in Garden City, trying to bounce my camera on top of a mailbox, trying to get some of these longer exposure photos. You can see here, it's a nice walk through there at night. And that's what it looked like tonight. The other thing we got going on, obviously the lake effect snow going on upstate, and that's continuing. You can see major lake effect snow is shutting down travel around the Great Lakes. So this is upstate. with feet of snow piling up. Let's see what they're saying right now. The forecast is for, yeah, feet of snow, at least 2-3 feet of snow. Um, and they've already, it says snowfall has already ranged from 12 to 24 inches to even approaching 3 feet in Erie, Pennsylvania, and Casadaga, New York. Numerous road closures continue. Reports of I-90s. You have vehicles stranded, snow squalls going on in this area. So let's go back to the radar. We'll show you what's going on up here. And you'll see, you can clearly see the lake effect bands here. It looks like one's going right into Buffalo, south end of Buffalo right here, getting hit pretty hard by this band here. And it's got a nice long fetch, too. With that west-southwest flow, it's going a nice long fetch over the lake, so you know Buffalo is getting dumped on. It's like one of the capitals for lake effect snow. And then we have also another band that's going over Watertown. So, yeah, upstate New York getting hit hard. Pennsylvania getting a little bit of a break from it now because the band looks like it's moved a little more to the north. But still a huge, very heavy snow over there. If we go and look at some of the observations, we'll get to Buffalo here. And you can see the lake effect snow warning in effect for this entire area here until 7 p.m. Is that 7 p.m. Monday? 7 p.m. Monday. Wow. So let's take a look at Buffalo here. So there's another band. Let's see, the Buffalo one is in effect until 7 p.m. Sunday. So let's see, we get their observation from Buffalo. Let's see, west wind, or that's not going to be reporting the actual, I don't know where the airport is. Where is the airport? Here's Lancaster. We got to find the airport here. All right, Buffalo Airport, just reporting light snow. Probably the heavier snow is just to the south of Buffalo. Yeah, they've just been reporting light snow. So depending on where you are in Buffalo, it can make a big difference. Like, one side of the city is probably not getting much of anything, and then another side of the city is probably getting pounded by this lake effect snow. So, yeah, this is something we could take a look at Watertown, see if we can get an observation from Watertown. Watertown Airport reporting light snow. So they're reporting light snow. Wow, look at some of these wind gusts, too. Yeah, they've had some heavier snow, moderate snow being reported here. Visibility got down to 0.50, but it looks like the worst of it did not go over the airport. You got to remember, this is very localized, this snow, very localized. If we go and put the National Weather Service in for Buffalo. You'll see that we've got the lake effect snow warning in effect. And you can see, this is another look at the radar. You can see where that band is right there. That heavy band just south of Buffalo right now. Just south of Buffalo. I'm wondering if there's any lightning with this. I'm just curious. Are there any lightning strikes here with this? I would not be surprised if there's thunder snow in these bands. You can get it, though. It's not that common to see it, but I would totally expect that at some point there was thunder snow today. Let's go look at the 5-1 New York. So this is a definitely impacting part of our state. Definitely south of Buffalo. You can see all the roads closed off here. Yeah, they're all closed off. Not moving at all. So let's take a look at some of these cameras on the south end of Buffalo and see what we got going on here. Oh, yeah, you can't see a thing. You can't see a thing. It's completely white out. Yeah, can't even see a thing on that. Nope, complete white out. Yep. Well, wow. That's incredible. That's incredible. Yep, can't see a thing on that one either. There's a roll whited out. That's how heavy the snow is. You can't see anything. So this band right here coming off the lake. Yeah. This one you can sort of see a little bit better. Well, sort of, but, I mean, this band coming off the lake is just really... See, now look, north of the band, look, nothing's going on. This is north of the band. There's nothing going on. This is just north of the band. And there's nothing. So it looks like it's south of the city. It looks like the band is south. Meanwhile, this is what happens if you go to the south of the city. It's incredible. So this is the thing with lake effect. It's very localized. And so that's something. That's some heavy snow right there. Take a look at that. Show video. I want to just make it a little larger. Look at that. That's a complete white out there. You do not want to be traveling in that. Do not even attempt it. So, anyway, get back to our weather. Go over our weather map today. We'll go over our highs across the weather map here. Of course, I know we have trouble getting them to display. Let's see if we can try to get them to display. Come on. Come on, you can do it. All right. So, looks like we did manage to get up to the low 40s today. Amazingly. Low 40s across most parts of Long Island. What about Jersey? Come on. Come on. Oh, my God. Yeah, around 40 there. So, a little bit colder there, actually, versus Long Island. Let's look at the lows. Still wish we'd fix this little bug that's happening. Lows are probably the current temperature, 21 in the Pine Barrens west of Toms River. Working our way over the city. It got below freezing at Central Park, 30 degrees. And let's see, 28 at Shirley, 21. So it did get to 21 this morning. If the winds go light in West Hampton, it's going to go into the teens tonight in the Pine Barrens. So it's going to be very, very cold across the area. So let's just look at the models, talk about what we're going to have for tomorrow. I didn't put the models here, so that's a big mistake of mine on my part. Obviously, we got the high pressure in control. A little bit of a wave passes through tomorrow, brings us some clouds. That's just going to help reinforce the cold air. And tomorrow might even be colder because we're going to have more clouds around. So let's go to the HRRR now. 0 is the HRRR. And so look at these lake effect snows. They're not going to be slowing down anytime soon. It's not until Monday that they really start cutting off a little bit. But that lake effect is going to be continuing through tomorrow. So it's going to be a bad situation up there. But for us, it will be dry. Dew points and wind flow. We have that west wind tonight. And if it gets lighter, we might have some radiational cooling. Like I said, wherever radiational cooling happens, it's probably going to get pretty chilly. But most of us will see lows in the 20s tonight. The upper 20s. And then with that west wind continuing tomorrow, it's pretty dry air in place as we head into Monday. Pretty much. Oh, yeah, we're not going to cover Monday. We're just going to cover tomorrow. But you'll see here that westerly flow continues tomorrow. Let's look at our temperatures tonight. Obviously, we're going to be getting down to the mid to upper 20s, except teens in the Pine Barrens. Tomorrow, we're going to struggle to make it to the upper 30s. I don't think any of us see 40 degrees tomorrow. It's probably going to be colder tomorrow than it was today. And tomorrow night, it will be pretty chilly again, with lows probably dropping back into the 20s. So let's look at our sky cover. Obviously, we're going to have more sky cover tomorrow. If we look at the sounding, it's from this little wave coming through. You'll see that we'll have some more mid and high level clouds in the mix tomorrow. So let's go to the RGM. And again, we have issues with getting the full RGM. The 18's the RGM. We have to kind of use the 12Z now because, I don't know, there's something going on with it. But this is today. And then it really underdid the clouds today. I knew it would. Now tomorrow it'll have more in the way of some higher level clouds, but there'll still be some sunshine. Won't be completely clear, but there'll be sunshine tomorrow. But despite the sun, it will be pretty cold for sure. So bundle up out there. It finally feels like the holidays. As our first day of December nears, and tomorrow night we'll be talking about November in review. But that wraps it up tonight for the Long Island weather update. Good night.